Hello, everyone. Welcome to Beauty That Pays. My name is Mendy and I'm so excited to be with you this evening to share with you why women and men are saying yes to the Mary Kay opportunity. So, if you're just coming here and your consultant invited you, make sure you let her know that you are on. Say, hey, I am here because just for looking at this broadcast, your name will be entered into our drawing for November for $100 cash. So you definitely want to get in the drawing, right? Whether you say yes to the Mary Kay opportunity or not, we just want to make sure that you get the information in order for you to make a decision on if this is something for you and your family. So, what I like to do is kind of dive in and tell you exactly what we're going to do today. I'm going to just tell you a little bit about my journey and give you some reasons why people say yes to the Mary Kay opportunity. And then we're going to close out, and I definitely want you to reach out to your consultant. But before we get started, just let me kind of give you a little bit about where my life was over 20 years ago. Yes, it's been over 20 years since I started my Mary Kay business. Where I was married. My husband was active duty military. We had two small children. And if you're familiar with military families, you know every couple of years, right? Every 3 to 4 years, they usually find a new duty station. It just depends on the work, right? So it was our turn. It was our turn for a new duty station. And what that means, if you're not familiar with military families, that means that you pretty much you go to a new place sometimes for the first time. So you have to kind of pack up your house, get familiar with a new area. For me, not only was I packing up for the family, I had to say goodbye to everything that was familiar to me, my family, my job. Yes, my job. So with that move, we went from two incomes to one income, but our bills still remain two incomes. And it's like with everything that's going on right now in our country, it kind of takes me back to that place where we went from two to one and the bills still remain two incomes. And that's where I was. So overnight, we were at a place of how we're gonna make this happen, how we're gonna make ends meet. That's where I was over 20 years ago. And I will give you one suggestion, something that I did. Just to tell you what I did, I literally got on my knees and prayed. I prayed and asked God to show me what can I do. Because at the time, with two small children, being in a new area, I didn't have family and friends to lean on like I was used to. I didn't have my comfort zone. I couldn't go to my mom's house. I couldn't go to my aunties and cousins to help, right? I was in a new place. So I went on my knees. I prayed and I asked God to show me what can I do. And it was Mary Kay. Now I will tell you, I was not thinking about Mary Kay. I wasn't looking for Mary Kay. I wasn't, I was just, Mary Kay was not in my thoughts at all because I have a background in banking. I was a bank teller in New Jersey. So when we moved here, that same profession as a bank teller, they wanted to pay me half of what I was making in New Jersey. Half. Okay. So there was no way that I can do that. With two small children, my paycheck would have been going to daycare. Literally. It would have been going to daycare. And like so the cost of childcare is great. It was crazy back then. It's still crazy now, today. So overnight, that's where we were all those many years ago. So much uncertainty, wasn't sure how I was going to make ends meet, just didn't know where it was going to come from. But God, even though I could not see myself in this opportunity, someone had offered me the opportunity prior to me starting. And I told her no, because I want no makeup. I had adult acne. I was still cute though. Let's be clear. I was still cute, but I couldn't see myself doing that because you don't even wear makeup yourself. How are you gonna sell makeup to somebody else? That was my thought process. But God had another purpose. You see, what I thought I needed was I needed to wear makeup. I needed to understand makeup, right? But all I really needed to do was have a willing spirit and answer the call, what God was telling me to do. And that was to start my Mary Kay business. I will tell you, when I started, I was scared. I was shy. Remember, I didn't know how to wear it. So I couldn't see myself doing it, but God saw something greater in me. So if I can tell you anything tonight, take a look at this opportunity, not where you are currently, but take a look through God's eyes. Take a look through his eyes. You may not know nothing about makeup, but if you had a heart, if you have a heart to make a person's life better, and remember, makeup, it just enhances the outward appearance. That's it. And one thing for certain and two things for sure, no matter what, if you can change the life of one woman, you can change a generation and ultimately change the world just by one act of kindness. Showing a woman how to look, when she look in the mirror, she love what she see, whether it's through the skincare or the color cosmetics. We are able to give women that hope, that glimmer, right? To make them feel and look beautiful. So where I was over 20 years ago was in a place of uncertainty, didn't know how I was going to make ends meet, didn't know where it was going to come from. Y'all know the old saying, we always try to make ends meet. Well, the ends was never meeting. No matter what we did, it didn't meet. So when Mary Kay came into my life, it came into my life at a time where I had a need. Now, did I see myself 20 years later still doing this? Absolutely not. I just needed to make some extra money. That was my focus, but God had another plan. And that plan was for me to start this business, be a blessing to so many women through our products and our business opportunity. That was his plan. Now, I ain't see it, but that was his plan. And so just like then, here we are now. One of the things I want to tell you a lot of people are dealing with is this: financial uncertainty. That's where I was 20 years ago, not knowing how I was going to make ends meet. Didn't know how the bills was going to get paid. All I knew that God was going to make a way, right? But so many people are in that place right now. Families are feeling the pinch. You and I both know, right? They are feeling the pinch. And what I love about the Mary Kay business opportunity is that this business gives me the ability to work. The only thing we need to do is sell the product. whether you want to build a team or make it a career like I did, everybody starts off at the same place. And that is all about selling the product. Now, one thing about this business that we're in, as a Mary Kay consultant, what's so great is that we sell a consumable product and a product that does well, even when there are financial uncertainties out there, even during a recession or a depression. One of the top 5 or top 10 items that always do well, no matter what the financial situation of the country is self-care. Always. Because one thing, people are going to still wash their face, right? I don't care what's going on. They're still going to wash their face. Even people that may have lost their job or may have gone through some kind of financial difficulties or whatever it may be, they just didn't stop doing the things some things they stopped, right? But one thing for certain, they didn't stop washing their face. They kept washing their face. And we have a consumable product where you can wash your face. They also didn't stop wearing makeup, right? They still wore their makeup. So that's what's so great about our business, is the financial ability for you to make money every single day. All you have to do is sell your product. Now, how you choose to sell your product is totally up to you, because we are independent contractors with Mary Kay. So you can decide on if you want to just strictly sell your business virtually, long as you have an internet connection, or you have your or you want to do it social media. If you want to sell through social media, or maybe you love the in-person, the gathering, you can do that. Whatever way you choose to do, whether it's social selling, whether it's virtual selling, or whether it's in person, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. But one thing everybody does, no matter how long you've been in the business, no matter when you started, doesn't matter. Everybody makes the same amount on the product. You can make up to 50% off of every single thing you sell. It's not based on anybody else. It's based on you. And every time you sell something, you make money. The money is not sent to Mary Kay. It's sent to you. It's in your name. So that's the great thing. When my children were small, now they're all grown, I needed to be home. I needed to be present. Now that they're all grown, when they were small, that's what I needed. But now they're all grown, all I need is an internet connection. I can be working on a beach. I can be working in another state. It doesn't matter. As long as I have the internet connection and I have social media, I can work my business, and you can too. So those are the great things that I love about Mary Kay, is that it gives you that ability to sell anywhere you go, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. You can make money. The next thing that I love about this business is the flexibility. You see, in Mary Kay, you choose your work schedule. You choose it. Most consultants and directors work a full-time job. So Mary Kay fits into wherever you need it to fit in. That's what is so amazing about this business, because it's not a schedule. Even if you work a part-time job somewhere, and maybe you only have a certain availability, they're going to, no matter what, they're going to put you on whatever they need you to be available for, right? But Mary Kay is not like that because you're in control of your schedule. You work when you want to work, how you want to work. It's totally up to you. So the flexibility is there. And when my kids were smaller, I needed flexibility. At one time in my career, I had kids. One of my daughters was in elementary, one was in middle, one was in high school, and one was in college all at the same time. So not only did I have them in different grades, right? Different schools, I also had after school, all kinds of extracurricular activities on top of my business and work and everything else. Flexibility is what I needed the most. Now I get to choose when I want to work. I choose my own schedule. I don't have to get up at a certain time. I get up when I want to. I go to bed when I want to, right? It is my schedule and I'm in control of that. And you will be in control of your schedule because it's all about your flexibility. What is it that you need? So whether you want to work your business once a week, once a month, a couple of hours a week, a couple of hours a month, it's totally up to you. So the flexibility is definitely there. And the last reason why a lot of people choose Mary Kay is simply because of the community. You see, this is a space where you can enter in, where we're going to celebrate you. We believe in praising you to success in Mary Kay. We love lifting each other up and encouraging you. Not only do we lift you up, we cheer you on, but honey, you best to believe we are praying for you. We're lifting each other up. And there's no competition here. It's only connection. And that's what I love about this business, about this unit. As a sales director, we are able to really build and bring this community together and empower one another. And that's what my mission is. And that's what I love. That's what I absolutely love. So the community is there. Now, I know you may say, well, Mendy, really, what is this all about? I hear about, how I can make my money. I can make up to 50%. I hear about the flexibility. Yeah, that sounds good. I need that flexibility. I would love the community, being in a positive environment. I would love that because more and more women are working in toxic, not just women, everybody. You got a large group of people who are working in toxic environments. This is a safe, loving space for you to land in. And that's what we love about it. But even with all of that, tell me, what is it that I need to do next? What will be my next thing? Well, first and foremost, the first thing I want you to do is to connect with your consultant. Maybe you have more questions and you're not exactly sure what it is. Maybe you need more of your questions answered, or maybe you're just ready to get started. You've been praying for something and you've been believing God to make a way for you. And here you are, you came across this video, right? Here you are. The first thing you want to do is to connect with your independent beauty consultant. Connect with her. Let her know that you looked at the broadcast and you have more questions. Or maybe you're ready. Maybe you're ready. Okay, Mendy, I don't have questions. I'm ready. What do I do? Okay, this is the second thing you can do. Is sign and submit your independent beauty consultant agreement with the company. Once you do that, you will make a decision, and that's your third thing, of which option you want to get started with. You see, it only costs $35 to get started. That's it. $35 to get started. That opens up the door and allows you the ability to purchase your products from the company at wholesale. And you will in turn sell it at retail, which makes you a retail business. Yes, you will have your own retail business by opening up your doors. The great thing about this is that once you decide to say yes to the Mary Kay opportunity, you're not out there by yourself. Mary Kay Ash, when she started this company, she said, you may be in business for yourself, but you are not by yourself. You have support every step of the way. We're here to empower you and support you as you grow your very own Mary Kay business. So I want to thank you. Thank you so much for taking a moment, stopping by, checking us out. And like I said, if you have any questions whatsoever, or you're ready to get started, make sure you reach out to your independent beauty consultant. She's there to guide you through and support you along the way. Well, I pray this was a blessing to you. And if you have, I want everybody to have a blessed Thanksgiving. Make sure you take care of yourself, hug on your family, love on your family, and have a blessed Thanksgiving. God bless you. Take care. Bye bye.